Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Eric Beer, and welcome to the YouTube channel where we talk about leads, and how you convert those leads into customers. I just got back from Funnel Hacking Live. Every time I go to one of these conferences, I meet a lot of people. I jump in and have conversations with people that are either someone I've never met before, and they'll say, hey, what do you do? And I start explaining some of the things that I do. Or I'm speaking with people that I've known for a few years now. They still don't really understand what I do. And as we get talking and I'm hearing things that they're doing with their business, all of a sudden it's very clear to me that they need help. While a lot of people are out there saying they understand direct response, they understand how to generate leads, when I start to dive into the details of how you go about doing this, they know it at a very high level at the surface. But when you dive deeper, yeah, they need help. They need help. And I found myself talking to a few different people about different things that I wanted to bring onto the show, because I thought it would be helpful to get an understanding of how you go out and buy media. Whether it's you're buying it yourself, like a Facebook ad, or you're buying a Google ad, which is PPC, native ad, whatever, right? If you're out there, if you're buying it in that respect, or if you're buying it through an affiliate, the models on how you're going to purchase media are all exactly the same after you run traffic. And I'll explain to you what that means. But the thing that I want to stress here is that we talk about all the different models on how you go out and you buy media. Online marketing is measurable. Everything is measurable. We track every single thing. That's what's so powerful about what we're doing. In a very quick period of time, we'll know if something's working or not. If you were at the Funnel Hacking Live, you saw one of the first presentations from Russell was all around the average cart value. And he talked about what is your CPA, which is pretty much your allowable, what it costs you to get the customer, and then what are you making when the customer goes through your entire funnel, the average cart value. In the perfect world, you want the average cart value to be more than what you're paying to get that sale. There's other things involved where you get the data and then you make money on the back end. So there are times where you may not necessarily have to be profitable on the first visit, but that's just the high level, like very general concept of how media math works. What I wanted to do was I wanted to draw something out. And I used to do this a while back and I haven't done it in a while, but I'm gonna put this on the board and I'm gonna kind of talk through what is happening in the media buy so that everybody understands what's going on here. And then your mindset can maybe think of things a little bit differently when you're out there trying to generate leads, trying to get new customers. Because I talk to a lot of people that tell me that they don't work on a performance basis. They don't work on any sort of CPA model, right? There's a lot of people that are just, these agency buyers that buy media, they'll charge, a certain fee with, a percentage of spend. But then I'll find out that they're also generating signups for, some partners like ClickFunnels, right? And ClickFunnels is as performance as it gets. You don't get paid until you drive a user, whether it's you're driving somebody to buy his book or to take a challenge or to whatever. End game is they get a trial to ClickFunnels, and then when they sign up, that's when your commission starts to kick in. What I wanted to show you guys though on the media side of things is how this works. So first I want to show you the 4 basic models on how you can look at your media buy, right? There's the CPM. That stands for cost per thousand. There is the CPC, which is the cost per click. There's the CPL, which is the cost per lead. And then there's the CPA, which is the cost per acquisition. So here is when you get views, here is when you get clicks, here is when you get leads, and here is when you get a sale. No matter how you're buying media, whether you're somebody working with an affiliate and you're paying on a CPA, or you're out buying CPM traffic with an emailer, or you're paying for a click on Google, all of these numbers will always exist, no matter what. because there's always a view, there's always a click. Then the question is there a lead? If you don't have a lead form, it skips right over to the CPA, which is what are you backing it out to on a cost per acquisition, okay? The thing here is the difference, right, from this is ultimately there's an advertiser and then there's the publisher. If you're somebody that's part of a network or you're a publisher affiliate looking to get deals from advertisers, the advertiser is going to want to pay one way and you're going to want to get paid another way. And it all comes down to one thing: risk. Who is taking the risk in this scenario? When an advertiser over here is paying on a CPA to an affiliate, who's the risk on? The affiliate, right? They have to drive the view, they have to get a click, they have to get a lead, and they have to get a sale. Until that sale takes place, this affiliate makes nothing. This guy over here doesn't pay till the sale happens. On the flip side, if, let's say, the affiliate has an email database of 1 million records and they want to charge the advertiser $2 a thousand, so it would be a $2 CPM. Ultimately, the risk here is on the advertiser. The advertiser is going to buy the 1 million names to get 1 million views. They're going to send it to 1 million people. They're going to get that email. So now they're paying just to send that email. These guys are getting paid when they send that email, no matter how many clicks happen, how many leads happen, how many sales happen. It's all the same no matter what. It's just a question of who is taking the risk. Is the guy that's buying the traffic taking the risk, or is the publisher taking the risk, okay? The same way this is an affiliate is also on Google as a publisher, the way I look at it. Publishers. Facebook is a publisher. Anywhere you're buying media is a publisher. If you go on to Facebook, are you buying on a CPA? I don't believe they let you do that. For Facebook, you need to pay either a CPC or a CPM. What they're doing is they're trying to take some risk off the table and make sure that when they show your ad, they get paid. Same thing with Google, right? It's PPC. Every time somebody clicks, you pay. You're not paying on the view, so someone searches and then your ad shows up. You're not paying on that view. You're paying when someone views it and then clicks it. So it's all the same thing. When you're able to understand the metrics here, you get the biggest opportunity to create upside. If you have a good feel for what's going on and you understand the metrics, well then you can go out to the marketplace and be able to take advantage of this. Let's use easy numbers, okay? Let's say, oh, by the way, one thing I need to add before I get into any of this, the variable here, the one variable that can change all of this is just the conversion rates. It's conversion, right? Because views to clicks, what's the click percentage? Clicks to leads would be the lead opt-in percentage. Leads to sales, so sales conversion percentage. But the point is that if you're out in the market and you're looking to buy media, it's always going to back out to be the same. So if it's $2 a thousand here, like we said, $2 CPM, we get 1 million names mailed. Well, then it comes down to what is the click percentage, and that's going to tell you how many clicks you got. So let's just say it's 10% click percentage for easy numbers, right? So let's say that's 100,000 clicks. So 100,000 clicks. You spent $2,000 to send this, right? $2 a CPM. The way you get that is in 1 million names, right? You divide 1,000 by 1 million, and it's 1,000 times $2. That's how you get the cost to be 2K. Now, I just use crazy numbers here. So like if you go and you back this out, ultimately at $2,000 divided by 100,000, that's what's gonna equal your cost per click. But let's change that number just because it's a little wacky. So let's do 1% conversion rate, right? What's that do? That gets us 10,000 clicks. So at $2,000 spend and 10,000 clicks, what does that equal? 20 cents a click? So right, so we have the cost here of 2K. We're doing 20 cents a click. Okay, so we have 10,000 clicks. Now we're going to land on the lead form. Let's say that we have a 20% opt-in rate. So on 20%, we're gonna take the 10,000 times 0.2, and you're gonna get 2,000 leads. So on the 2,000 leads, what is the cost per lead, right? How do you figure it out? Well, you spent $2,000. So you take the $2,000 and you divide it by 2,000. I don't have to pick up the calculator on that one. It equals $1 per lead. 2,000 leads come in and you're looking to sell something. Now you need to know what the sales conversion rate is and what cost to the consumer will be to back it out to the revenue. And then that's how you get the CPA. For example, if the sales conversion rate is 1%, we take the 2,000 leads, multiply it times the 1%, and you get 20 sales. Now, on this 20 sales, what does the CPA look like? That would all be based on the back end for the advertiser on what is the 20 sales worth to them, and then from that point on, what are they going to then be able to pay out based off of what the cost of media is to them. For example, if they wanted to be buying on a lead basis and they're backing it out to $1 on a cost of 2,000, if you know your cost is 2,000, you're making $1 per lead. If you're spending $2,000, then you can afford to pay $100 on a cost per acquisition. That's what it would back out to. If you look at this here, whether it's a CPM, CPC, CPL, or CPA, it's all the same. All this math is exactly the same. Whether it's $1 CPA, which is $100 CPA, $1 per lead, 20-cent CPC, or $2 CPM, all of these metrics are exactly the same. I want to be really clear here, because whether the advertiser is buying traffic at 20 cents a click or $100 CPA, it's the same thing. You don't know that yet, but the whole point here is that no matter how you're buying media, if you understand your numbers, you can take some risks and get traffic in a way where no one else is willing to do so. There's not as much risk when you know, right? If you've bought tons of traffic in the marketplace, you know what the conversion rate averages. Usually what happens is when you're running traffic to your forums, it's similar traffic sources, the numbers don't really bounce around too much. Over a period of time, you're gonna come to a number, and if you don't change anything, if you don't change the creative, if you don't change the landing page, and you're just buying media with your control, your best performing ads, lead forms, sales pages, the conversion rates are gonna stay pretty constant, that you can use these to model out numbers. When a guy like me starts to do this and I understand what's happening, it's just a question of how much risk I want to take. I might want to get paid on a cost per lead basis, but the advertiser doesn't want to pay on a cost per lead basis. They want to pay on a CPA. They want to pay me $100 CPA. So what do? What if I want to go get traffic out in the marketplace? If I wanted to go buy traffic on Facebook, do you think I can go buy traffic paying $100 CPA? Facebook's not gonna let me do that. No way, no. So how do you do it? You're gonna have to go buy traffic and test. So you gotta figure out, all right, well, if this was the data that you have on a media buy through Facebook, well then you can't bid more than 20 cents CPC, or you're gonna lose. If you wanna work on 25% margins, now you can afford 15 cents CPC, because you're only making 20 cents right now, if everything holds true, which is 20% lead form, 1% sales conversion rate. You could pay $2 a thousand, you're gonna break even. So if you were out there and you wanted to buy media with some mailer, right now, you don't wanna pay more than $2 a thousand. If you do, the calculated risk doesn't look good in your favor unless there's something that changes. Doesn't mean it won't work, okay? You can go buy a list for $4 a thousand, but the only way that's gonna work is if one of these numbers change. If you paid $4 CPM, and you mail to the 1 million, that means that your cost will equal 4K. If we convert 1%, we're gonna get 10,000 clicks. If we get those 10,000 clicks and we convert 20%, we're gonna get 2,000 leads. And if we convert 1%, then we're gonna get 20 sales. Those 20 sales are gonna be $1 a piece, so we're gonna make $2,000. $2,000 minus 4K doesn't work. So what has to happen for this to make sense? Well, first off, if they're charging $4 a thousand, then the list is more valuable, so they say, right? It may not be more valuable to us, but to this publisher over here, let's say CNN, breaking news list. At $4 a thousand, I guess people are buying it from them, so you can't argue with them on what they say their value is. You can test it. Does the click rate increase? What does the click rate need to get to for us to make 4K? If this is going to remain the same, 20% opt-in and the 1% sales conversion, you're going to have to double the click percentage. This 1% click rate is going to have to be 2%, right? So if we got a 2% conversion rate on the click, then that would equal 20,000 clicks, right? Then 20% lead opt-in, 4,000 leads, and then a 1% sales conversion rate would be 40 sales. And if we're getting paid $100 CPA, we would make $4,000. We paid 4K, $4,000 in revenue, we break even. In this scenario, if this were the metrics that you see, well, if we went back to these people to buy it again, we tell them that based on the data and how their audience responded to your offer, you can't afford $4 a thousand, but you'd be willing to do it for $3 a thousand. You're willing to still pay on a CPM and take risk, right? You could pay $3 if this still continues and you'd make $1,000 on the send, maybe $2, right? Whatever the margins are that you want to work on. But the point here of what I'm trying to just demonstrate for you guys is that you can take this into your own hands. Direct response marketing. You get aggressive. You're the one that's able to go out into the market. All the placements on the internet, every placement, whether it's an email drop, whether it's buying Google ads or a display ad or a pop, anything, it all has a value, right? It has a value to you, and it also has a value to what the value of the offer is to you. What's happening through this journey, this linear path of a view to a click, to a lead, to a sale, what's happening there? What's the conversion rates? Based on all those conversion rates is going to determine what you're making. It's going to determine what the values are to you. What I wanted to demonstrate here to you guys was just so you understand, these numbers are always the same after you run traffic based off of the click percentage, the lead opt-in percentage, and the sales percentage. You're going to get a number for the cost per thousand. You're getting a number for the cost per click. You're going to get the cost per lead and your cost per acquisition. And it really just comes down to the risk that either the advertiser is willing to take or you as an affiliate is willing to take. Yeah, I hope this was helpful. I wanted to go through this and kind of walk you through this concept of how to understand this, understanding that all of these numbers are the same. Once you back them out, once the campaign is run, they're all the same. They all add up to the same exact thing, right? And now it's just a matter of the risk, right? If you're buying media, once you know your data, who's taking risk? The advertiser or the affiliate? With that said, guys, I'm gonna go start my day. I just wanted to kind of talk you through that a little bit. And if you have any questions, let me know. Comment below, ask me questions. You can shoot me a text, 917-636-1998. I answer it. I go through it and I answer directly to you guys. That's my text community. Been doing it, it's great. Get in touch. Love to hear all about you and your business and how we can work together. So with that said, I'm out. Keep working hard. It's worth the time and effort. You guys, it's worth it. If you're confused, just hang in there a little bit at a time and you will get it. I promise you. It took me a few years to really get it, but it was well worth the wait. You're likely smarter than I am, that when you do get it, you're going to be able to do way more than I ever did with it. So that's the exciting part. So with that said, hang in there, guys. Keep working hard. Be blessed, and I will see you soon.